Right now, we're looking at a world that is truly under immense pressure. It feels like multiple crises are all crashing into each other at once, pushing systems, economies, and, frankly, human lives right to the very brink.
Look at this number, 14 million. Just let that sink in for a second. What on earth could that represent? That's how many people have been displaced by the war in Sudan. It is the single largest displacement crisis on the planet. And you know what? It's just one piece of a much larger, much more troubling global picture we're about to walk through.
So this instability we're seeing, it isn't just happening on battlefields. It's showing deep cracks in the very systems we all depend on. Everything from the digital code that runs our world to the political structures that are supposed to govern us. This slide really shows you how that fragility is popping up in two totally different worlds. I mean, on one side, you've got a top AI safety company accidentally leaking its own secrets because of a simple human error. And on the other, you have this powerful political leader who falls not because of some grand ideological battle, but because people are just fed up with corruption and services that don't work. They're both symptoms of the same illness. Our systems are under serious strain.
Yeah, one analyst put it pretty bluntly, saying this wasn't really about left versus right. It was about a government that was just dysfunctional. It was a complete rejection of a system that voters felt had just stopped working for them. See? A deep crack in the foundation.
And of course, these internal cracks, they don't happen in a bubble. They can weaken a country, make it harder to handle things on the world stage. And that is exactly how we escalate from internal problems to a full-blown global flashpoint, one that could unravel the entire world economy.
Just look at this timeline. It shows you how unbelievably fast things can spiral out of control. I mean, in a single week, you go from threats of total annihilation to a military blockade to failed peace talks, and then this totally bizarre declaration that the war is over, even while military action is still happening. It's just a portrait of pure chaos.
And the rest of the world, well, they're not on the same page at all. You've got President Trump being defiant. Key allies like the UK are flat out saying we're not getting dragged into this. NATO is sitting this one out. Even the Pope is speaking out forcefully against it. This is not a united front. It's just a stark picture of how divided the world is at a moment of incredible tension.
And this conflict has immediate real-world economic consequences. The Strait of Hormuz, it's like a vital artery for the world's oil. So when you shut that down, you send immediate shockwaves through the global market. And that's when the economists start sounding some very serious alarms.
And here is what those alarms look like in black and white. The IMF laid out three possibilities. The benign one assumes this all gets sorted out quickly. But look at the severe scenario. Oil hits $110 a barrel, and global growth just tanks down to 2%. The IMF points out that when growth drops below 2%, you are teetering on the edge of a global recession, something that's only happened 4 times since 1980.
So, while all the politicians and economists are debating global strategy, the reality of conflict on the ground is just devastatingly human. Let's step away from the geopolitical chess game for a minute and go back to Sudan to see what this all really means for people.
2,000, another number, another gut punch.
That's the number of people who were killed in attacks on healthcare facilities. Not soldiers, not fighters. People killed in the one place they should be safe, the one place they go for healing. Doctors Without Borders says this accounts for an incredible 82% of all those kinds of deaths in the entire world. It's basically a war on the helpers. And the ripple effects are absolutely catastrophic. 4.2 million.
This is the true human toll, when systems just completely collapse. The most vulnerable people, little kids, pregnant women, new mothers, are facing starvation. And this isn't just a crisis for today, it's a disaster that's going to scar an entire generation.
You have to remember, behind every single one of these numbers is a person, a real life that's been turned completely upside down. This is Zainab. She used to be a teacher. Her words just capture that horrifying switch from a normal, stable life to a daily fight just to survive.
And just listen to this quote from Awatif, a mother who's been displaced. I mean, really think about the choice she's describing here. We are hungry, but we are patient with the hunger. What is good is that there are no bombardments. That's the reality. That's the choice millions are facing.
So you have political fractures, you have these huge geopolitical standoffs, and these unbelievable humanitarian catastrophes. And any one of those would be a massive global challenge on its own. But what happens